I started writing when I was still a student because my mother loved writing. My mother was a Chinese language teacher. In our Chinese, traditional Chinese culture, writing or literature is a very high art. Writing. Unfortunately, in our Philippine society and other modern societies, we don't value too much literature and writing. But in traditional Chinese civilization, I think writing is a very high, noble vocation. So my mother was a Chinese language teacher. She wanted me to be two things. At first, when I was a kid, she said, try to be a doctor, Wilson, when you grow up. I was grade school. Sabi ko, sorry, I don't have the aptitude for medicine yata. I'm not very good at biology and all these things. I'm not interested too much. Sabi niya, sige, be a novelist na lang. I was shocked. My mother told me to be a novelist. Imagine mo, my father was a businessman who died when I was 7. So all my life, I keep thinking someday I should learn to be a businessman like my dad, pero he passed away early. And my mother naman wanted me to be a novelist. Alam mo, sagot ko sa mother ko at that time when I was in grade school, hindi pa uso ang novels. Now, in the 21st century, there are more novels na published locally, diba, in the Philippines, more novels, and it's a industry. I told my mother, do you want me to starve? There are no full-time novelists in the Philippines. Because I told my mother as a grade school kid, we are not China, we are not Europe, we are not United States. In the US, in China, in Europe, there are people whose full-time 100% profession is writing fiction, short stories or novels. And they get paid, they earn money, they even become famous. They get movie versions of their novels, but not in the Philippines, because in the Philippines, you want to be a novelist, you have to be a professor in college, a journalist, advertising industry person. So I started writing because my mother encouraged me to write.